Good morning. I'm very happy this morning, but I think I am blessed to be happy every morning. And I'm very happy for various reasons this morning, because yesterday had so many blessings. I want to show you this place. Look at how clean this place is. And you wouldn't believe it, but there were 5 teenagers here chatting last night for many hours, and they left the place almost perfectly clean. Isn't it wonderful to see young people with that level of responsibility, that level of care, of interest, of respect for others, for property? I find this very, very encouraging for the future, that people have this training, this appreciation, these values. It's marvelous. And they were still here when I started my day today, and we had a nice exchange, a very encouraging exchange. It's also amazing to see how the obviously circumstances that are here in the Middle East are weighing on everybody, and also on teenagers and children, and the wonderful resilience for good forming in their hearts, and the compassion they have for people who are suffering everywhere, and also here because of the conflict. And these young people have a heart for the people who are suffering on every side of the conflict. And that gives great hope. In a certain sense, it's almost like a glimpse of the hope and the joy and the light coming today from Mount Tabor. Although that name is not mentioned in the account, this especially shaped, you probably in other countries call it a hill. It's called Mount Tabor. It's near Naim, the widow's son story. It's near Nazareth. It's in the Jezreel plain at the opposite end from Megiddo. And on the western side, on the eastern side of the plain of the Jezreel Valley. And beautiful, fertile area. Many of our brothers are going there today. The theologians who are here from Rome, the theology students, are also going there to have Mass and to celebrate with the Franciscans and the custody and so many other religious from around the country, to climb the mountain. And after you climb the mountain, have the beautiful experience, you come back down into the normal world with a beautiful message. Listen. Listen. Listen to the voice. It's interesting about listening. We can listen day and night. Sometimes you hear things at nighttime you don't hear during the day, because of all the traffic and all the hustle and bustle, and also maybe because of the dominance of light and all we see. To listen, to be able to hear. Beautiful word. It's also core in the whole biblical story. The prayer the people of God pray every day. Listen, listen. The Lord your God is Lord alone, the only Lord. Listen to him and hear his voice. Actually, I'm still learning to listen. I have to admit this. At the end of my 7th decade of life, to still be learning the process of learning to listen to others, to listen. There's so much in a word, so much in a sigh. There can be so much in a single sound. A discovery of heart and of heartache and of joy and of hope and of expectation. The readings today are special because of this special festivity on the 6th of August. I always think particularly of the Orthodox Christians, because they celebrate in a very strong way the mystery of the Transfiguration. Mystery of light. His face became shining, radiant. And his clothes even were radiant, even his clothes. You know, people sometimes dress very special with shiny clothes, sparkling clothes, glistening clothes. Sometimes at events, at banquets, at celebrations, a lot of attention is paid to the dress people wear. It expresses what's in their heart, or they're trying to express what's in their heart through their clothes. But our whole person, image and likeness of the Almighty, radiant with that original good that's in every human being. Because this mystery, like all the other mysteries, is for us and for our salvation. It's not a show off or putting on a show for. It's revealing the light that's coming from every person in heaven. And then a cloud came and covered them. And a voice came from the cloud. Listen, my beloved son, my beloved child. Listen, listen to him. That's probably the big takeaway, because the moment of the light fades and it's over, but the listening continues. The moment of the illumination and strong motivation and prayer is over. We come down from the mountain to the ordinary, and now it's the time for listening. Listening. What an incredible mystery to listen. What's being spoken. Listening to each other. Discovering each other. I think we're going to leave it short today, people. Also, I have a very busy morning right away. We had an extraordinary experience. Maybe I'll try to tell you tomorrow across in Bethsaida. And actually, I was pointing out that it was more or less over here where the sun is, but actually it's probably up here much closer to the north, because we just had to walk in less than a mile from the road at the north of the lake that's still going relatively due east. So it's quite at the north of the lake, and to be there at what's more and more evidently being confirmed as Peter and Andrew's childhood home. And we have a text from Peter today that he was there for this experience on Tabor. He was there. He heard. And he shares, even though he was told to be silent first, not to talk, because this needed a lot of interior processing. So many things we hear need to be processed in our heart and our mind. And we have that beautiful line in Luke, and she processed all this in her heart. Maybe women have a great gift for listening and hearing and picking up and processing and cherishing because of their extra blessed sensitivity. Let's all learn to listen again today, to practice it actually, to listen. And there's a voice there for us that wants to lead us to the light of and the great mystery, radiant mystery of every human being that often gets covered up and blurred and becomes invisible. And then we lack respect for each other. People, God bless you. See you later, alligators. May you be radiant today, and especially in your heart. God bless you.